All right, now let's get our server set up. I'll run through the purchase process and show you the most important parts. Use the link on screen or in the description below to get an extra 10% off any hosting or VPS plan on top of any promotions they're already running. After clicking that link, you'll land on this page here. You can see it says OpenClaw, and it prompts us to pick a VPS plan. Now, you can choose a different plan if you like, but the KVM2 plan is plenty for OpenClaw, so we'll go ahead and just click Deploy to continue. The next page you'll land on is your cart, and the first thing you need to do is select the period for your VPS registration. You can choose 1 month, 12 months, or 24 months. Now, you need to choose at least 12 months to take advantage of the coupon that is auto-applied when you click our link, and you can see here, having that 12 months selected, our coupon is automatically applied and the price is reduced. Generally speaking, longer terms give you a better deal, but it seems like right now as I'm making this video, both the 24-month and the 12-month plan have the same monthly price. So pick whichever one works best for you and then continue. Further down the page, you can see that there's a ready-to-use LLM system connected, but we don't need this. I'm going to show you how to connect your own LLM later, so you can turn this off to save a little bit of money. Further down the page, you have the option to add daily auto backups. Now, I highly recommend this. OpenClaw can reconfigure its own server environment, and if something breaks, daily backups let you roll back to yesterday. These few bucks a month give you a powerful undo button. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And then I recommend choosing a server location with the lowest latency for you. Here you can see United States Boston has the best one for me, so I'll work with that. Once you've got your settings all configured, go ahead and click Continue. Go ahead and register an account on the next page. You can use Google, GitHub, or an email address. Then on the next page, add your billing address and payment details to complete your order. Once payment goes through, you'll land on the configuration page. This is where we handle our first two credentials, and this is where most people's security problems start. Okay, this is Hostinger's OpenClaw configuration page. And the first thing I want to mention is that this might look different by the time you're watching this video. Hostinger updates this pretty regularly, and so fields might be in a different order. There might be different fields entirely if they've added new ones, but you should have access to the ones that I'm going to use right now. And the first one we want to talk about is the OpenClaw Gateway token. This is the master key to your entire OpenClaw setup. Anyone with this token has full access to your dashboard and everything your bot can do. So click the eye icon and then save it in a password manager. I recommend NordPass, and there's a link in the description for that. Don't paste this in a chat, don't screenshot it, and don't leave it in a random text file. That would be security error number 1, and we want to avoid that, so keep this safe. Now, this is one of the things that Hostinger does for you automatically, as opposed to having to set this up on your own. Gateway authentication is pre-configured, and the port is randomized instead of the well-known defaults. Automated scanners can't easily find your setup, so by using Hostinger, you're already more secure than most of those 42,000 exposed instances. If this gateway token ever gets exposed, you'll need to regenerate it immediately, and I'll show you exactly how to do that and how to restore from a backup at the end of the video. Next, we need an API key for an LLM. This gives OpenClaw a brain. Hostinger gives you a few fields for LLMs out of the box. You can add others manually later, but I'm going to go with Anthropic Claude for now because I like that particular LLM. Grab the link for whichever LLM you want to use and visit it in a new tab. I do want to make one correction though. The current link for Anthropic is platform.claude.com, not the console.anthropic.com that's listed here. Like I said, I'll walk through Claude to show you, but the process is similar for the other LLMs. Once you're on the provided link, go ahead and create an account or sign in if you already have an existing one. With Claude, you'll need to add your name and agree to the terms and conditions. Then choose the type of account you want to use. I'll use individual. And then you'll land on the console page. First, we'll need to buy some API credits. So let's go ahead and click Buy Credits. You have to add at least $5 in credits at a minimum, but I recommend starting with at least $40 in credits on Claude because the initial setup process in OpenClaw is very token heavy. And if you run out of credits or hit a rate limit mid setup, your agent will just stop responding with no error message. $5 technically works, but you may run into issues. Spending $40 will bump you up to the tier 2, which increases your rate limits, which makes this whole thing a whole lot easier. So I'll go ahead and change 5 to 40. And then enter my billing address and complete the payment. Once you've completed the payment, you'll probably get some sort of confirmation like this, and we're going to go ahead and close this out because the next thing we're going to do before we go any further is to set some cost containment. This is our first financial guardrail. On the left side, we're going to go down to Manage, and then Limits, and then scroll down to Spend Limits. And then here you can set a monthly limit for how much you're willing to spend on your account. So for me, just so I don't have any crazy overrun, I'm just going to set it at $100. This is your first limit. The other thing you can do is on the billing page, you can leave auto reload disabled. Now, if you didn't care about this, you could click edit and turn auto reload on. That way your API never stops working when you run out of credits, it just reloads. But again, this is financial containment, so we don't want any runaway API activity. So I'm going to leave this off. Now we're ready to get our API key. So on the left side under Manage, click API Keys. Then click Create Key. Give your key a name. I'll call mine OpenClaw. Then click Add. Then you'll be presented with your API key. Now you're going to want to copy this and save it somewhere safe. They only show this once. Again, putting it in a password manager is a pretty good idea in case you ever want to access it. Just like the OpenClaw Gateway token, this is essentially a password, so don't share it with anyone. That's why I have mine blurred out here. All right, now that we've got our key, let's go back to the Hostinger OpenClaw configuration page and then paste in our key for the Anthropic API key field. Or if you're using a different LLM, paste your key in the relevant field. Once you've got that pasted in, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Deploy. Next, you'll land on the Docker Manager page inside of Hostinger, and you'll be presented with a survey, but you can skip this, so just scroll down to the bottom and click Skip. Here at the top right, you can see there's a spinning icon letting you know that your project is currently being deployed, and this can take a few minutes, so I'll go ahead and fast forward to when it's done. Once it says running with the green checkmark, we can access the dashboard and talk to our bot for the first time. All right, OpenClaw is up and running on our server, so let's go ahead and access it. You can do this in a couple of different ways. First, on this Docker projects page, you can click this port number link down here, or if you go up to the top left and click Overview, you'll see at the top of the overview page, there is an OpenClaw button you can press. Now, before you do that, if you don't already have your gateway token saved, which you should, you can go ahead and copy it with this gateway token button. We've now got this copied to our clipboard, so we can go ahead and click OpenClaw. Here you'll paste your token in and then click Login. And that lands us on the OpenClaw Gateway dashboard on the chat page. Now, you may notice that this connection says not secure. This is HTTP, not HTTPS. Now, that technically means that your gateway token is sent in the clear. For a production setup, you'd put this behind a reverse proxy or use Tailscale, but that's beyond the scope of this guide. For now, just don't access your dashboard on public Wi-Fi. If you want that extra layer of protection, a VPN between your device and your VPS encrypts the connection even over HTTP. Personally, I use NordVPN. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in that. Next up, let's verify our connection. On the left side under Control, click Overview. And here you can see on the right side, the snapshot says our status is okay. And in the upper right, you can see that the gateway says health okay. So we're in good condition. Let's go back to the chat page and send our first message. In the chat box, let's just say, hello. OpenClaw comes loaded with a file called bootstrap.md. Now, this is essentially a prompt for OpenClaw to ask you a series of questions to understand who it is, who you are, what you're going to be working on together, and those kinds of things. So go ahead and run through and answer its questions. For example, here it says, who am I? Who are you? Got a name for me? Or should we figure one out together? This is kind of a fun process to run through. You can give your bot a personality. So go ahead and run through all of the questions. And after a few messages back and forth, it says its identity is locked in, it deleted the bootstrap file, and it says it's ready, what do you need? Now here's a quick note before we chat more. If your bot ever stops responding out of nowhere, the most common cause is that you've run out of API credits or hit a rate limit with your LLM. So if that happens, check your LLM's dashboard before troubleshooting anything else.